All right, welcome back. Now, I'm not a parent, but I know you are, and we
I mean, nothing's in the
sound like my in-laws that have been with me this weekend. All right, but as a parent, do you ever feel guilty for going to an after-hours work event or taking some time for yourself away from the kids during the day to do something like work out or read a book?
Work out, what is that? But yes, 100% I agree. It's a very common feeling. Sometimes you might not even feel like you're doing a good enough job raising your kids. You're certainly not alone. More than 90% of parents experience parent guilt at least once, if not more. Here with some tips to manage that guilt. Licensed marriage and family therapist, Dr. George James. Dr. James, always great to have you. Let's talk about it. What causes parent guilt exactly? And also, who does it affect the most?
Hi, Vicki. Yes. Hi, Savannah. Parent guilt is something that so many of us feel. I know I've felt it. My wife has felt it. It happens often for new parents, sometimes single parents. Sometimes we see it often more leaning towards moms than dads, but dads do experience it. And also parents with less resources, right, where you don't feel like you have enough to do these things. And as you see, internally, you can feel like there's these unrealistic expectations of what you should do as a parent. And you start to blame yourself when you really probably shouldn't. And then externally, there could be the thought of, am I being the perfect parent? Am I doing the things that other parents do? And balancing life, hobbies, parenting, it's a lot. And it becomes overwhelming.
Yeah, that comparison can be a real killer.
Oh, I bet. Well, it can be in all facets of life, right?
True.
And I can't imagine once you add that and you're just thinking about your kids. Right. Doctor, what are some of the signs that a parent may be experiencing that parent guilt? What does it sort of do to you emotionally? And do you have any advice for parents to overcome it?
Yeah, so for so many parents, what happens is you start to feel like I'm doing something wrong, right? Like I'm not doing enough, I'm not being present enough, I should do this, I should do more. All these things contribute. And so it ends up being difficult for maybe to do the workout or go out. Or that now you start to have trouble eating or sleeping or even engaging with your partner or all those around you. And it just feels like no matter what your list is, you can't get it. And so what some parents can do is talk to your partner or your co-parent, really develop or trust your support network. And some of that might include, as hard as this is, don't compare. Don't from social media to what you see others are doing, try not to compare because that makes you feel like I'm just not doing enough. And take a break, practice some self-care.
Yeah, remember those moments on social media are often somebody's curated best
highlight
moments. That's
reel.
Not the laundry, the food all over the place, the messy house, right? Let's talk about the long-term health impacts, Dr. James. If you are feeling parent guilt and you don't talk to your partner or get that help, what happens long-term?
So over time, right, you just think about how we start to really beat ourselves up and start to feel really negative, and that creates lower self-worth. It increases our stress even, and it just gets to a place where maybe we're not as emotionally connected. We're so focused on being the better parent that we're not actually tapping into the connection with our child or family. And then it could actually really lead to some levels of anxiety and depression. So it's not really good or healthy for us, and it doesn't actually make us a better parent.
So I think seeing those impacts it can have on your mental health is some of the answer to this question, but just talk about the importance of addressing this, of trying to get to the root of it and not just ignore it or pretend it's not there.
Once again, it's very natural and common. And at the same time, it's important that we don't stay there or focus on it. So, it takes away the focus from the children, which is really what we're saying we want to be better with. So pay attention to your child or children, engage them, but give yourself a break. Give yourself permission to be yourself in any way. And it can get you to the place where, once again, you feel so guilty that you're not really connected. And that really defeats the purpose. So we're all being good parents. Tell yourself that I am being a good parent, and that is okay. And go enjoy yourself.
I love that. Give yourself some grace and remind yourself you are a good parent.
Absolutely. And we're lucky to have both of you to get advice from. I will be.
Well, I will be there for you.
I'll
do my best. Licensed marriage and family therapist, Dr. George James, always great to have you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.